Hadouken!
Anoop Hothi at K1 Anoop here with the legendary coach Mike Passenier from Mike's Gym in the Netherlands. Welcome to England.
Thank you.
How was Respectable Series tonight for you?
Well, it was a little bit both ways. First of all, I was very happy to bring on my new talent, Yousri, and see him doing very well against the well-rounded guy like Chibano. Then I saw another fight of my Gokhan Gedik lose the fight, which he didn't lose in my opinion, and in many people's opinion, but that's the way fighting is today. And I saw Colin doing a very good fight and giving Benny Adaboui a run for his money today.
Yeah, Colin made me eat my words.
And, well, finally, came out the things that I always told, and because people were laughing at me and, making jokes about me. It's what are you doing with this guy? He's a clown.
That's harsh.
He's not Mike's Gym material. He brings his shame to the gym. And I said, no, I stand behind him. I believe in him. And then all of a sudden, he started knocking two people out. And now he got a fight against Benny Adaboui, a well-ranked fighter in the world.
Massive fight, massive challenge, massive step up.
And everybody was thinking after 40 seconds, maybe 60 seconds, Colin would give up or go out. But the first round was Colin's. The second round, he started well and then, slipped. In the slip, he tried to get a punch on the back of the head. And the referee says continue to fight. After that, was a bit orientated and he was in the ropes, getting some punches, and all of a sudden he got a very massive uppercut. The thing that normally take your head off, but he went down on the floor, and then, get himself together, get up again, and then made it through the round, where we could help him afterwards, of course. And then the third round, he was just still fighting, and he tried to, just to give him the 8 count back and then see what will happen. At the judges, or maybe try to knock him out. So there was a big thing, a good thing to watch for me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Colin has definitely improved since the last time I saw him fight. For anyone to say that he brings shame, I think those are people that are not. They're not kickboxing people to say that. I mean, with Colin, it's because he's so tall and he's so long-limbed, and I think in the past he's seen a bit hit and miss. But tonight, like you said, round one, he went for Benjamin. He totally went for it.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's like this, It's the same as now the European Championship soccer. There are 1 second, please.
Subject, Colin.
Well, it's just like the soccer, European soccer. England.
Oh shit.
Well, that's what most people
say. As a team, we've got the players, but
yeah, but that's the same thing. There are players, like they play the whole year very well, and then now they say that they produce shit. That's also something. At the end of the day, the best people are always on the side. Giving criticism. I don't know what this is. Let me have a look.
Yeah, it's looking outside in. It's easy to criticise.
Yes. And then also, telling people are saying, "Oh, you should have done this or you should have done that." But that's always easy afterwards. Not on this side. So, but I don't care less. I just do what I think I should do. And one thing I think I should do is, work with Colin and try to get him better and better. And which goes step by step, 2 steps up, 1 step down. So
it's an incremental process, when you're developing someone's skill set, someone's ability to perform under pressure. That's different, and that's much harder. But that's where he's improved. he showed it tonight.
Well, and normally if this fight's going to be on a show, with like 500 or 1,000 people in there and a small show, then I think he would have done even better. But now you're coming, there are, I don't know how many people, 3, 4, 5,000 people, and nobody is rooting for him. Everybody's rooting for him.
Yes, there was a massive Romanian populace inside the venue tonight.
Yes, well, of course, but we knew this before, and they don't call us to win. So we went in there and did our best, and we give them a run for the money. That's what happened.
Yeah. When I spoke to Benjamin about it earlier, he said the uppercuts that he was throwing, they were deliberate. He said that was a key part of his game plan for Colin tonight.
Yeah, well, he only landed one, but one was enough.
Yeah, but it's always going to be in the heavyweight division.
Yeah, well.
No, but I saw Dave O'Donnell there tonight, which caught me by surprise. First, I couldn't get in for 2 hours, but that's a whole different story in itself. And then Dave walks past, and I just say hello. I had no idea he was working the show. And then I hear some music getting played, which is UC MMA music in the stuff that's going on. And obviously, everyone knows Dave O'Donnell was involved in Cage Rage.
Yeah.
How much of a role has Dave had in you coming to England for this show?
I don't know, but I know Dave for I think 11 years, from the days of Cage Rage, actually a little before, and he's always been very good to me. He always tried to help me wherever he can, and he just was always giving me fights. So I was also very happy to see him. All of a sudden, I was just walking up to him. What's that voice? It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And I see, and I just walked up. I said, "Oh, that's Dave. Oh, that's very good." And then, it's also, he's one of these characters. He should be involved and give the show a little bit extra flavor, a little bit extra taste. And in my opinion, we need more people like Dave.
More stars, more showmanship.
Yes, well, listen, this is a guy, he's just so enthusiastically talking about the fights and about what's happening in the ring and about the show, and he's genuine and he's really happy that the people came to the show, and I really miss guys like Dave and Andy back in the days. But today was also a good set. It's also a good setting, and it reminded me a little bit back to the days, where Dave and Andy were working together with Richard Blackwood, the comedian. Well, these are things you don't see anymore, you don't hear anymore, because one is filling in for the other one, and when he left a spot, the other one scooped it up and just brought it up. It's all humorous, it's fun, it's good to look at, and it's happy, cheerful, and positive about fighting. And that's what more people should do. More people should be positive about fighting, because everybody can complain how bad it is, or this guy should do this, or this is a shitty show, or we had to wait for the beer, or we had to do this, or we had to do that. No. Be honest, You go to a show we all love so much. You go in there and just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that's important.
That's what it's for. And don't say, well, listen, I'm here, on Respect FC, it's much better than K1, and K1 is better than Glory, and Glory is better than W5, and on and on. No, we should build it up together, with K1, with W5, with Glory, with I don't know,
integration, cooperation,
together against sports like soccer and I don't know, karate and boxing and chess, and you name a sport,
Everyone works together.
Yes,
push it forward,
and try to make it so maybe at the end some kind of an Olympic sport. How good would that be?
It'd be awesome. I mean, it was Olympic venue where the Copper Box Arena, here in East London, is in Olympic 2012 was one of the key venues.
That's what I'm saying. So now we can use the venues. Now we should be apart, but not on the same date. What you said there. People who are my generation, like in their early 30s, will remember like Richard Blackwood hosting Cage Warriors. We'll remember Dave from 10, 15 years ago and what he was doing, because that has sprung-boarded the UK scene to where it is today, and especially for MMA, that's gone flying. But the kickboxing has kind of been neglected because there's too many. It's good that there's so many people doing things here in the UK. I don't know how it was when things evolved in the Netherlands, if it was similar, but everyone's doing their own thing. Dates are clashing on shows over here, and there isn't that. There's only a few promoters that talk to each other about we're not going to clash dates. How long did it take in the Netherlands, or people still at loggerheads in the Netherlands in the scene? No, in Holland there are not that much shows anymore, but when there are a few good shows, people are always trying to see, trying to find the flaws in the show, instead of going there and enjoying the show. It's like if you go to a good musician, and you're gonna try and see if you can dismantle this guy, then you have a very bad evening.
Yeah.
But if you go there, and you are just let yourself being amazed by the beauty of magic, then at the end of the day you have a very good evening.
Yeah, of course. If you're going to go to a negative mindset to pick up holes, it's like people in a relationship. If one person is always negative and looking for problems, you're going to find problems.
Yes, at the end of the day you will, and in my opinion that's the problem. And I think it can be much better.
It's about constructive criticism. I mean, if we want to contribute something to help, that's different. Okay, constructively criticise. Don't just put something out and rubbish it and say, "Oh, this one's better." Not like you're saying. It's about work together. We're all stakeholders in the sport. Everyone is a stakeholder, and we need everyone to come together in a positive direction to take the sport bigger and more forward and more professional.
At the end of the day, everybody will be much, much more happier.
Yeah, of course.